stands for Scaling Walls, a Note at a Time. This is a community benefiting organization, which I founded about 4 years ago. Our mission is to help break the cycle of crime for children whose parents are incarcerated by providing them with free music lessons, both private instrumental and voice lessons, ensemble lessons, performance opportunities, and mentoring.
I like SWAN, and it's important because it helps kids whose parents are incarcerated or in jail, and it gives them a better chance to function like in the community, and they get to give back because maybe their parents didn't give them anything, but they get to give back to the community.
I was introduced to the problem that children face when a parent or parents are incarcerated because my husband is pastor, and he counsels a lot of criminal offenders. So as I got to know the families that my husband was working with, I was starting to see the impact and the devastation that was happening within a child's life. I did some research, and I realized that children whose parents are incarcerated, those children are 70% more likely than other kids to end up in prison themselves. And I realized, the United States has the largest incarceration rate of any country in the world. 1 in 28 children have a parent or parents in prison. 1 in 9 African American children have a parent in prison. So the question was, what can I do to help? So I'm a violinist and a teacher, and I've seen the wonderful impact music has had on children's lives. So I thought, well, why don't I use music to try to help children succeed through music and mentoring? Really, our goal is that none of our children would ever call a prison cell home.
I like the music because it's authentic.
Music is a wonderful solution to some very serious problems. There's a study from the Texas Commission on Drug and Alcohol Abuse that states that children who are involved in a band or ensemble or orchestra have the lowest lifetime and current use of alcohol, tobacco, and drugs as compared with students that are involved in other school activities.
Well, when I wasn't in SWAN, I used to get B's, but now, since I'm in SWAN, I get A's and above A's.
The character qualities that I see our children being developed with are skills such as discipline, self-control. It certainly takes those character qualities to learn an instrument. In addition to those, as we put children together in an ensemble, they're taught how to solve problems, how to work together as a team. We have them perform for the community. We have them serve others who are vulnerable. We'll take the children to nursing homes. We'll take them to the Water Street mission. And when they realize that they can put smiles on people's faces, it gives them a noble sense of purpose. SWAN is funded by individual donors, and we're also funded by grants. The gift fair has been tremendous. This is a real opportunity for SWAN to mix with the community. There are so many people that come through that fair in one day. So the awareness that the fair affords SWAN and all the other nonprofits is tremendous. We've also profited from the gifts that people have donated. I think last year we made upwards of $900 from the gift fair. A lot of children, when their parents are incarcerated, they're thrown into traumatic circumstances that impacts them at a very vulnerable age. And this vulnerability, sometimes the incarceration leads to poverty, many times to homelessness. They suffer with abandonment issues, feeling worthless. And I think when somebody is just kind enough to touch down in their lives on one-on-one time, have eye contact with a child, the impact is just tremendous.